know some of you just came back from church. I can see you. How are we doing Sunday afternoon? Doug Rice, that's me. It's the Doug Rice Show. All right, 5:01 in the afternoon. Have you ever 2022? Doug Rice. Hey, I celebrate 20 years, my wife and I together, 20 years today. Not an anniversary, but 20 years. We officially made it official, 20 years today. So spent a little quality time in that arena. Congratulations to us, 20 years. She needs an award, some sort of compensation. Big old giant, trophy. You survived 20 years with this motherfucker? Something like that. Nicely framed. 3-4 feet tall. What the fuck? Are you crazy? Have you lost your mind? 20 years, huh? He's still living? Shit like that, Many times, I'm sure she's thought of killing me in my sleep. Only because I talk a lot. Yeah, I do. And today, reason I'm a little bit late, I usually, get Sunday out in the morning. I try to catch some of you before you get to church, before you decide to give your money to the pastor. Missing lady? Got it. Thank you. And, I talked to Mr. Anderson today. Antoine Anderson, I am Judah. His name is on Instagram, and I've asked that he prepare some spots for me. I'm talking about either we'll do it the Antoine Anderson Corner, I am Judah reports. This guy's in the thick of it, folks. Okay? This guy's where it's all happening. And we talked this morning for about 2 hours or so. The reason I bring that up is because he understands that I'm like this, for real. And it shocked him. He began to go into a coma, get comatose after 2 hours with me. As you know, I've been telemarketing for 30 years, and I can talk people to sleep. Middle name is Converse. Make nothing of that. It's not a big deal. All right. How's everybody doing? Format, Black News. Real simple. We look it up. We get the receipts. We figure out what's happening with us. And I had such a discussion this morning about Hebrews, us, Negroes. And I mean, one of the things that Mr. Anderson pointed out is that a lot of these assertions of us being who we are is coming from the mouths of folks we might associate with our oppressors. But the word is going forth. Folks are in the know. Folks are doing deep study, deep dive into information that they would rather we not look into regarding us. And as, a people here, the only people without a country, the only people on the fucking planet without a country, the only people here on this stolen fucking property that are here against our will. And for those of you vigorous oppressors who always invite us to leave, you don't know your government very well. Trust me. Yeah, I love it when they say, if you don't like it, leave. I used to say that. And then I realized they're not letting Negroes go anywhere. And it's always those that are about 2 generations from speaking another language coming from another country that are so quick to tell us foundational Black Americans to leave. our ancestors here long before yours even considered making the fucking trip. You understand? So before you fix your rancid fucking mouths to tell Negroes that if they don't like the United Snakes of America, we can leave, let me tell you something. While we do leave, more likely you'll be going in chains. I know, right? I'm feeling a little bit, it's that talk from this morning with Antoine that opened up a lot of information and realizations and deeper meat-like shit that I can just right between the eyes of caucasity. And they don't like it. Isn't it interesting that when right-wing white nationalists have the floor and stand in front of microphones to talk what they talk, to give their opinions, you don't see any of these incensed mental midget motherfuckers that are in this chat room that Detrina loves booting the fuck out. You don't see them at these individuals' gatherings and yelling to them that they, in fact, are racist. You don't see these disingenuous motherfuckers that bring their happy, nosy fucking asses here to get in Negro conversation where they don't fucking belong, intent on being a part of our conversation, ready to tell me how racist I am. Isn't that something? Why? Because I disparage white supremacy. And they hear that shit and it just chokes their fucking hearts. Don't you understand? If you're not a part of right-wing white nationalism, shut your fucking mouth in this room. This conversation is for Hebrews. And you don't belong in it if you don't have something positive to contribute. We know your opinion if it is negative. We've heard it. We don't need to hear it. Again, we don't need you to parrot the same drivel your horrendous ancestors drivel in trying to somehow, make right what you've done. Explain shit the fuck away. Don't get in our conversations. Go talk to a Proud Boy that's having meetings, open meetings, that you can actually go to. I'm serious. They don't have closed doors. Anybody can, aren't they recruiting door to door now? Did anybody else see the video of the guys, the white supremacists, the right-wing white nationalists? How you doing? We are white nationalists and we want to come talk to you, your neighbors. And you don't hear neighbors becoming incensed. Get your hate-filled asses from a whip. No, what they do is they go, no, thank you. I appreciate you coming by, but I'm not interested. And they close the door and they look at their wives and they're like, weird. I know they were so weird. You hear that Doug Rice on TikTok? He's a racist son of a bitch. They just knocked on your door. You were polite. You see me talking shit about the very motherfuckers that are now knocking on people's door saying, hello, we're white nationalists. The same coward motherfuckers that are in here that want to jump up in this conversation and tell me how hateful I am, they shut their goddamned mouths when confronted with true white supremacy. Coward motherfuckers, one and all. So, good afternoon, how are you? This is the Doug Rice Show, where shit stays real. It don't get real here. shit stays real. It's kept real. You know? I know, right? Object of the game every day is Hebrews here. As, trapped individuals here. Visitors, strangers in a strange land, bearing strange fruit by strange men. You know what I'm saying, right? The goal, the object of our existence is now simply survival. That's it. At this point, folks, the momentum of the machine moves forward, unrelenting, ever forward, towards certain disaster destruction. Hebrews, here only along for the ride, need sit back, strap in. If there's a chance to jump off the train, do it, but otherwise you'll be fine. Don't get involved. Don't try to steer the train. Don't talk to the conductor. You understand? You keep seated or you try to get out. Barring that, keep to your fucking selves. Fairly good opening. 5:12, 12 in the afternoon. So, what'd you do for Sunday? What'd you do? Did you eat something? Cook something? Huh? How many of you went to church? I know you did. I know. I can smell it on you. I can smell the cologne and the fucking perfume. You had to go. You had to go. How much you get a pastor? $20, $40. What do you do? What was the sermon about? You heard it before? Have you not? You regurgitate anything interesting? Did they tell you any real information? Did they talk about anything other than the same shit they've been talking about since Reconstruction? Dear God. They go to seminary schools, theology schools, to get the program so that they can deliver to Hebrews every Sunday like clockwork. And you know what we do? We go, we sit, we pray, we read, we rinse, we repeat. And for God's sakes, folks, Scripture is written on the tablet of your very heart. Read it once, all the way through. You ain't got to go to church. You can. Go to a church where your pastor has a job. Was that too harsh? I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Black news. Black news. That is the engine that drives this show. Black news. I would look up Negro news, but we've gone through that. All right, so black women are missing from breast cancer tumor data. Interesting, right? And that may be killing them. Isn't that interesting? Black women are missing from breast cancer tumor data, and that may be killing them. We touched on the medical industry, the medical field. We touched on hospitals in black communities. I got a lot of feedback from folks that talk to me about all the things that they experience in their communities and going to hospitals embedded in our communities particularly. These places can be bastions for organ harvesting. Brothers and sisters go in for simple things that should be treated, released, move on with life, and they go in. Brothers go in and they don't come out. Sisters go in and they don't come out. I've heard the nightmares. And this, on top of which, as we miss the boat when it comes to data, needed to treat us, we're missing. And it's costing us our lives. And I'm imagining the breast cancer is just the tip of the iceberg. The medical industry has never been kind to Negroes, as you can understand. The Tuskegee experiments prove this. Okay, that's just top line shit. I don't know what else is going on. Let's see. So black women I know are resilient, but society pathologizes them. I think that's it. Them as mentally ill anyway. Black women I know are resilient, but society pathologizes them, thank you, as mentally ill anyway. Interesting. See what it is? You trying to call our sisters mentally ill because they are intolerant of your fucking bullshit. Black men, we're more prone to get killed. So we don't say much when we're aggravated, irritated, inconvenienced, mitigated, marginalized, profiled. We got the discipline to stop before we speak and know that this may in fact save our lives, because the proclivity toward shooting dead our women is not as known and prone. They will more or less be vocal about something that may disturb them. And so what do? You pathologize them as mentally ill anyway, resilient queens. What are you talking about? Mentally ill? Let me tell you something, man. The shit we've been through, you're lucky all of us don't just collectively snap. But we don't. We hold the shit in. Sin eaters. You know what that shit is? You know, and I've said this, I had this with Antoine this morning, and this is just true. Black people, but black men specifically, the most, and you got to understand, disciplined motherfuckers on the planet. I will tell you this. Black people, Negroes as a whole, put up with more bullshit before 9 a.m. than most people gotta deal with all fucking week. Are you serious? We swallow more of your goddamn shit, miles of that shit. We try our best not to put hands on you. You tell. We do everything we can not to smack fire out of motherfuckers. Every day. You know, discipline. We also know the consequences of expressing ourselves overtly. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, if you think black men are not disciplined, you better think again. If we expect to survive, especially in certain circumstances, certain circles, you better know we hold our fucking tongues. Black women, on the other hand, may give you more than a piece of their mind, and trust and believe you don't want to be on the other end of that. Not mentally ill, mentally strong, mentally resilient motherfuckers. You hear me? Don't you question our black women. You leave them the fuck alone. Don't even, as far as I'm concerned, Negroes, when it comes to our women, we need to be more than protective. We need to be vigilant. 100,000 go missing in 1 year. As far as I'm concerned, if they look at a sister, we need to look at them. Be on point. Welcome, Doug Rise. Black women are not mentally ill. They're fine. Relax. Black History Month is about seeing America clearly. Is it really? No, this is coming at me. This is news coming at me. You know, look, when I think this shit can't give me no more, there it goes. What Black History Month is about, seeing America clearly. Right. Yes, clearly. Whoa, baby, I can see America clearly now. Can you? Whoa. Crystal clear. 2020 vision, baby. It's all coming back to us now. What they really stand for. What America's really built on. Red, white, and blue. American pie. I get people talk about that national anthem and kneeling for it and all these other things. I don't think people understood that Francis Scott Key was writing the most racist fucking jingle you could imagine, becoming the national anthem. And true to form, America is becoming all it can be, baby. Oh, goodness. Oh, my God. it makes me wonder why they're even looking at me. If you're concerned about racism, if racists just get you right here, go knock on your next door neighbor's front door and tell them to stop doing that shit. I mean, he's right next door. What about that Nazi rally right in the middle of Orlando? I mean, there was plenty of opportunities for any one of you that come here and talk about what I say. You could have stopped your car on the side of Orlando and spoken to one of those young people and talked to them and gave them a piece of your mind. It's safer to do it here, huh? All right. Oh, Jesus. Black women's groups marshal to defend and celebrate Biden's court pick. What are you celebrating? He hasn't even picked anybody. What are you celebrating? It's going to be a sister and you're happy about that. And I dig it. Right on. Somebody's going to get paid. Right? But you need to understand the type of woman he's going to have to pick to appease those that don't want her there. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't even think, I don't know, man. They're gonna, I mean, Candace Owens, she attorney, she lawyer, she might work. How are they gonna come up? Candace might work. Of course, now, Candace will go up there and that chick that's up there now, she'll say something off. Won't like, all of a sudden there'll be an attitude, because deep down, I know y'all don't like Candace, but you get a man, you see what she act like. I guarantee all that prim, proper shit that she be putting out, partner, I'll make that vanish. Give me 10 minutes. She'll be the sister people think has some instability and shit. I bet I could have her call me something crazy. I do believe that. I do believe I'd make Candace Owens drop that facade. I'm prone to pissing motherfuckers off. I seem to be able to get under people's skin. Go figure. All right, here we go. Black fathers or students. Black men in college often face a choice. What do you mean? What are you trying to push? Washington Post. I'm beginning to get, Bezos is starting to fucking get under my skin a little bit. Bezos, hey, baby, if you don't like us, just say it, man. Just say it. Honestly. I'd rather you just be like Donald Trump. Just call us black bastard. Just do that and be done with it, baby. We'll see it for what it is right now. Don't start writing through fucking proxy. What is this shit? No, they don't. Statistically, white fathers leave and black fathers stay. Stats, not fucking bullshit. But it's their world. We'll just leave them alone. Hey, Oakland Project honors the women of the Black Panther Party. I'll accept that. I do. See, I like, and that, look, Black Panther Party, do a little research on what they did for the community before they were bombed, criminalized, murdered, disbanded, or so they think. We'll just leave that alone. All right. Tim Scott's in the news. Y'all know who Tim Scott is, right? I don't know what the hell. Wow. Tim Scott. South Carolina. Tim Scott, Senate Republican. Only black Senate Republican. Says that he could be Trump's running mate. Listen, folks, look. Can somebody get this dude? Just out of curiosity, this is real. Tim Scott, black Senate Republican, he's down with the business. He's down for whatever. You know what I mean? When it comes to the country and just being as American as he can be. Isn't he watching them attack the history that he attributes his rise to? Doesn't he understand that they want to eliminate the very history that resulted in him being the only black Senate Republican that now says he wants to run with Donald Trump? I mean, here's what we better understand. In Nazi Germany during the Holocaust, the Jews that cooperated were just the last ones to go in the furnace. You feel me? They ain't gonna do nothing for this dude, man. It's sad too, because we see he digs in, and he does. No more racism in America. Mr. Scott, Hebrew brother, confused as all hell. And what will happen, my friends, what I can see it happening, I know they'll turn on him. They'll turn on him, and they'll rip him to shreds as he struggles to get back to the fold. I dare say Mr. Scott might barely make it back into the fold. Because when he comes to realize that the side he's on is actually dedicated to his death and demise and an end, and when he understands that it doesn't matter how dedicated to the cause, he's contrary to the cause, and too must go. It's going to be so sad. It really is. But we'll take him back. Bring it in! Hell yeah! Lift up your head, Senator Scott. I know you thought you was going to run with Trump till he run you off. But we want you back. You know shit. So we need you, and we forgive you. Knucklehead. I'm just joking. Anyway, Kim Kardashian. I don't know how this woman got in my black news feed, but Kim Kardashian poses in sexy black bikini. So because of the word black. But here's the deal now. You got to look at Kim Kardashian a little bit different now. She's a lawyer. Hey, she gets a modicum of, she gets a bump up in her value. She does. Followed in her father's footsteps, as you would expect. Bravo, Kim. Now, can you give Kanye his fucking mind back? Thought I'd throw that out there. I was trying to squeeze it in there, Okay, folks, we're just trying to keep going, till kingdom come. Hey, what's up with this, the TikTok? There's a woman that's mad because somebody's fat shaming her or body shaming her. I don't get what's happening there. She won't shut up or something. I don't understand this. How is it that, Lizzo can do? And this one feels some kind of way. I don't understand that. I looked at Lizzo. Lizzo don't give 2 3/4 damn. Size, hoop, man, look. It's just, now we've just accepted it. But this new chick, I don't know what it is. Who somebody say something about her? She and her feelings. Well, I'll leave that alone. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. T. Thank you to Trina. My God, a century ago, Mississippi's Senate voted to send all the state's black people to Africa. We talked about this. I think we're going to get into this a little bit. So 100 years ago, the Mississippi State Senate voted to evict the state's black residents. They voted to evict. It was warm and fuzzies. Don't you get the warm and fuzzies from this shit? Motherfucker, where you think them people are? Do you think that the people that did that 100 years ago are gone? They're not gone. The people that voted to evict us from their state walk about that very state today amongst you. And they grin, and they smile, and they cheese. And we're sitting there thinking, we're looking at totally different people. No, we're not. Look at the same motherfuckers that voted us out the state. How did you do that? And it didn't obviously work, obviously. The Senate, it gets better. 100 years ago, Mississippi State Senate voted to evict the state's black residents, and that would be the majority of its total population. Not just out of Mississippi, wait for it, but out of the country. Right? Senate voted 25-9 on February 20th, today, 1922, to ask the federal government to trade some of the World War I debts owed by European countries for a piece of colonial Africa. Any part would do. Where the government would then ship Mississippi's black residents, creating a final home for the American Negro. That's what they wrote. What opposition there was to the proposal in the all-white Mississippi legislature came not from people who believed in racial equality, but from plantation owners who feared losing their cheap, brutalized labor force. And remarkably, the proposal had few black supporters, black separatists, who preferred to move to Africa over the violence and abuse that African Americans faced in Jim Crow, Mississippi. Senate Concurrent Resolution number 21 was written by Senator Tory George McCullum. Look up the McCullum name in Mississippi and see who the fuck you find. See if they're a part of organizations like, I don't know, Proud Boys, maybe Oath Keepers, maybe Land. We'll see. Moving on. Wow. The county has achieved some measure of Hollywood fame as the Free State of Jones. Bottom line is, came in the aftermath of World War I, relatively late entry in the United States into the war, short on cash. Read the article. They voted to kick us out, and the federal government said, oh no, we ain't letting that happen. So when they look at you and they tell you, if you don't like this country, get the fuck out. What you do is tell them, hey man, the state of Mississippi tried to kick us out, but the federal government wouldn't let us go. So don't come at me with that disingenuous bullshit. You don't want us to go nowhere. All right. How's everybody doing? Good? All right, look, my voice is going. You can hear it. I tried this shit. I'm doing my thing. I'm going to let everybody go. Y'all, keep your head on a swivel. Good Lord. They're everywhere. They're all around you. The energy of what is happening is getting more and more vigorous. And you know what? Here's what's interesting. Shit ain't even gotten real yet. Shit ain't even gotten real. Damn. All right, folks. I gotta go. Y'all have a good day. I don't lose my voice. Katrina will kill me. Management and all these people, handlers. I'm stopping, Katrina. Relax. And unchain me from... I'm just joking. Y'all have a good Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow.